Allowed a double and 2 wild pitches in the 5th inning, and then 3 runs in the 2nd. 2 of those earned at the moment. That's what we have tallied up. 4-4 game. Donovan was also a relief man for Lehigh, as well as a first baseman. And I think he's listed as an outfielder as well, but rarely used out there. It's kind of funny. Ryan Donovan also listed as a first baseman, pitcher, and outfielder. But I haven't seen him play the outfield either. I have seen him a lot at first base. And Connor hasn't had that bat yet for the Bullfrogs, so they've used him as a relief pitcher. And you can talk to Luke Prohoda, as he's guided the team to the 2nd-best ERA in the league. They need players like Connor Donovan. We might see Tommy Struntz today in the game to step up and put some goose eggs on the board. Especially in the game right now where you're locked up at 4-4 and you're facing 8-9-1. There's a strike to Connor Heddy. Heddy plays his college baseball at the University of Kentucky. He's from Prospect, Kentucky. The 0-1. Good fastball, and that fits in right with the zone that Hunsick has had the old night. It's 0-2, 86 for Donovan. That's kind of where you're going to see him throw. Mid-80s to high 80s, the 0-2. Curveball, checks his swing. The appeal. No, he didn't, says John Lemlin. 1-2. Connor Donovan, mainly used as a hitter for Lehigh. It's been the opposite here for the Bullfrogs, but his team won their conference tournament. They were under 500 on the year. Got to watch selection show to see where they would fit in the round of 64. In the first regionals, 2-2. Well, they got a tough assignment. How about go down to Baton Rouge and play LSU and Tulane? How about that? They lost to those 2 teams, but pretty good appearance anyway just to get there. The other way, his brother Orion makes the running catch in foul territory. This is the top of the 6th, a 4-4 game for Taylor Colway, as he played great defense. Saved a sure extra base hit in left field. I believe that was hit off the bat of, it was Franco Guadishone in the 2nd inning. To deep left field, saved by Colway. Strike 1 from Donovan. Donovan stands on the first base side of the rubber. Takes a small step back. Winds back and the pitch is inside. For Donovan so far has not allowed an earned run so far in the season. Down and away, 2-1. He's thrown an inning and 2/3 heading in now. 2 full innings, 1 hit, and a strikeout to his name. Came a little bit later. Postseason play was during the Bullfrogs' first week of the season. Lifted foul by Colway. Is a temporary player, but just like his brother Ryan, is someone I think the Bullfrogs might try to convince to stay around. Obviously, Ryan leading the team in several categories. And Connor could be a good asset not only on the mound, but as a player out on the field as well. Curveball, it was a hanger. Colway wasn't expecting it, though, and it's out of play again. For Colway batting at 9th on the season. Had the day off last game. Hits it towards second. Blankmeyer surrounds it off of his shoe into right field. E4 and E5 in total for the Bullfrogs. One is not on the scoreboard right now. There's been 3 errors at third, an error at first, and now an error at second. Instead of 2 outs and no runners on, 1 out and a runner on first to give it back to the top of the order. In a 4-4 game, top of the 6th. on WOCL 107.1 FM. L.J. Hatch. He's reached on 2 errors toward third. Angles his bat. There's a strike from Connor Donovan, who's been attacking the zone early to hitters here, in relief of Alex Martinez, who went 5 innings. And for Alex, who struggled and did not get good defense behind him like we see in this inning, is a throw to first. A surprise throw from Donovan. Colway back. I thought Martinez did a good job fighting through, even to get through 5 innings. Connor Donovan, the high leg kick out of the stretch. There's a curveball. 0-2. Good pitch by Donovan. Tightest break. Went from just below the letters, just below the belt. 0-2. On deck, Al Molina. He's been aboard 3 times. Top of the order has caused problems for the Bullfrogs. Off speed. Thanks for swinging. Strike 3. There's 2 outs. The inning should be over. Connor Donovan looking to make it 3 perfect appearances for him on the mound. At the beginning of the season, Al Molina now approaches the plate. He also swings right-handed. He's a Chanticleer from Coastal Carolina. The throw over by Donovan. Hits Colway, pops out of the mid of Ryan Donovan. And for Al Molina, 9 of 22, and he has 2 walks today. But he's also struck out 7 times. Either or type of thing for him over the last week. He was 2 for 4 the last game against Battle Creek, strike 1. It was inside. And at Coastal, he had 231 and 78 at-bats. And struggled in the field. 925 fielding percentage. Started 27 games. Emmons with the throw off the pick out of the dirt, and it's late, but a good reaction there by Desi Emmons. You can see why the Bullfrogs like him at catcher. 1-1 on Molina. A stolen base for Taylor Colway. Another unearned run. Potentially stands on second base in a 4-4 game, top of the 6th. 2 outs, though. Connor Donovan will look to shake it off. Molina batting second in the order. Emmons tried to frame it, but it was outside, 2-1. And like a couple of his teammates, including Keenan Eaton and Owen Taylor, as well as Ryan Howard, he was drafted. There's a strike, and on the black, a beautiful pitch by Connor Donovan will even it up at 2-2 with 2 outs. Molina was selected in the MLB draft by the Philadelphia Phillies. Probably a big honor for him, being from around the Philadelphia area, and Freehold, New Jersey decided not to go and attend college. 29th round pick, the 2-2. In the air, right field, long run for Paul Jacobson, hits the line east deck. Out of play. Very tight foul line right next to the line east deck, so the distance in between foul and fair territory down the right field line, not very much. And talking to Caleb Ratzman earlier about playing defense on the pregame show, in right field, he's played there a couple times. It's extremely hard because there's a couple areas where that porch juts out into what is otherwise fair territory. But onto the second tier of the line east deck in right field, it can be a home run. And a very short one at that. Ty Blankmeyer towards second. Donovan looks at second, then goes home. And it pops out of the mid of Ammons in the left-handed batter's box. Running the count to 3-2 on Al Molina, playing second base today. He is an RBI single. One of the 4 runs the Woodchucks have scored and has walked a couple times. Hasn't scored, has a chance for another go-ahead run for the Woodchucks from Wausau. Connor Donovan, that left foot a little wide to the right, the bat. Past Ammons, ball 4. And then advancing to third on a ball that got away all the way to the backstop is Colway. Runner on third, a walk of Molina, and the inning continues. Now you put up Jared Oliva, who had missed some time. This is only his 7th game of the season, but for all intents and purposes, one of the best hitters in the league. Today he is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. But overall in the season, 10 for 25, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 7 RBI, and 19 total bases in that time frame. With a 500 OBP coming in, that will go down a little below that, but a very impressive hitter. Luke Prahota knows the numbers on Oliva. And for the second time, Luke Prahota out to the pitcher's mound to talk with Connor Donovan in relief today. So the Bullfrogs got on the board first in the first inning. Dale Rosa was hit by a pitch, got to second on a sacrifice, was singled in by Paul Jacobson. Then the Woodchucks responded with 3 runs. Ty Black reached on an error. Connor Hetty with a single, and then an RBI hit by L.J. Hatch, another RBI hit by Al Molina. And Hatch ended up scoring as well in the inning to make it 3 in the second. They hadn't scored since, and then they ended up tallying through the game-tying run in the 5th on a double and 2 wild pitches from the starter Alex Martinez. A tough day for him location-wise, and then on top of that you have the bad defense. 5 errors for the Frogs. Donovan first and third still on the mound after the mound meeting with Luke Prahota and infield 1-0 to Oliva. We're in the 6th. It's a 4-4 game. Woodchucks and Bullfrogs. First to third move, no throw. Some coaches really like that move. Others really don't, meaning you never do it. Seen it a fair amount of times from Bullfrogs pitchers, but usually yields no throw. Donovan looks in for the sign. The fastball is below knee level, 2-0. For Jared Oliva from Saugus, California, and is a Wildcat for the University of Arizona. And like a lot of these Pac-12 hitters, has garnered a huge advantage having seen the pitching in that conference early on in the season, the Northwoods fastball strike. Looks like from the reaction of Oliva, he wanted to swing at that one. 2-1 when we come back from Connor Donovan against Oliva. Go-ahead run is on third base for the Woodchucks. Move over to first. It was a lob throw from Donovan to Donovan. Runners back safe. Well, you have Oliva, who's been torching the ball, and then a hitter after the cleanup batter, Albie Weiss. You have Ponzert hit towards center field. Circling around it is Ratzman in left center. He'll end up making the catch, but an error puts Taylor Colway aboard. He got over to third base after a walk by Al Molina. The Woodchucks threaten leave 2 aboard. No hits, 1 error, no runs. 4-4. Bottom of the 6th next. The Bullfrogs look to take the lead again on WOCO 107.1 FM, Oconto.